Hey gang, it's Will from Tested.
And it's Norm from Tested.
Norm and Chan, I have Bluetooth speakers that also happen to be blue today.
Ooh.
Whoa, notifications.
Nice. What's this?
These are the Ultimate Ears Roll on this side and Boom 2 on this side. Now we've tested the Boom 2 with the Boom 1 before. This is the follow-up. It's been a couple years since they released the first product. And they've made a couple of small changes. They've completely changed the way the inside works, redesigned the sound a little bit, so it gets a fair amount louder than the old version. But this is a new product, and I want to talk about it a little bit more. This is the UE Roll, and it actually replaces this guy. This is one of our favorites from a few years ago. This was the Mini Boom, and when it came out, it kind of changed the Bluetooth speaker world. They launched it at 99 bucks. It was a really, really great speaker for 99 bucks. You could put two of them together, stereo them up. I used them in my shop for a long time. I know you've done the same.
Oh, yeah.
And it has a great speakerphone, too.
Right, and even though it's small, I mean, it's loud.
Makes a lot of sound.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
fills a room.
Like when I'm working in, say, Adam's shop or something, working on even like wood cutting gear, sanding or whatever, you could make it loud enough that you can hear over an orbital sander or something like that. Yeah. They don't make this one anymore. They've since changed the design of the electronics inside, so it's no longer. Basically, this is the replacement, and it's better in every way that I've been able to tell.
Okay.
The first thing is, instead of being a directional speaker like this, sound only comes out of this part on this guy. This is more of a 360 speaker. So when you turn it on, you lay it flat on a table, and you get sound that just kind of comes out and fills the room. It's great for putting on, say, a picnic table or something like that, and having sound all around you when you're outside.
I like this mesh feel too.
Yeah, so they've also made, there's two new materials. There's this kind of soft rubber on the bottom, soft plastic on the bottom.
Cool.
And then the cloth is on the top. The cloth they introduced with the UE Boom last year, but the new design is a tighter weave, so it's a little, they can do some fancy designs on it. You can get like artist designs of your on your speaker if you want. I just got the straight plain color ones.
And it doesn't obstruct the sound in any way.
Doesn't block the sound at all. There's a couple of big buttons on the top that let you change the volume up or down. Those are basically hardware controls for software on your phone. It's the same effect as pressing the volume up or volume down button on the phone. And then they added this strap, which seems kind of dopey, except I use this as the sound player for the baby's room when we're traveling. I put music on my phone, I hook it up to the roll, you can hang the roll up on a doorknob or high up on a hinge or something where it's out of reach, and it will make soothing lullaby music to play in the kid's room when she's going to sleep at night. It's great for that. Same price as the old one. Oh, last thing, charges with micro USB.
Yes.
And the ports are hidden under here. There's also a line in, so if you don't want to use Bluetooth, you're in a congested area, you want to just plug it in at your desk or something, you can also do that.
It also looks very sealed.
It is sealed, but that doesn't matter. That it's sealed for dust, not for water. Okay. Although it is IPX7 waterproof, which means up to a meter for 30 minutes, the same as the Apple Watch. You can take this in the shower with you and nothing will happen to it.
If it drops in a pool, you can
fish it right back out.
And
as long as it doesn't go deeper than 3 feet, it'll be fine.
Wow.
The port covers are just to keep dust out, though. They're not to keep water out. I think they use some, they didn't say this, they wouldn't say, but my guess is that they use some sort of nano coating or something like that to keep the water off of it for that length of time.
Okay.
It gets reasonably loud. You're not going to want to play this at maximum volume, but it's loud enough that, if you want to have some background music when you're at a picnic or even just in your house, in your kitchen or something like that, it's totally great for that.
Let's do a test of that right now.
I'm hooked up to the other one, but I can hook up to this one too. There's two buttons on the bottom. One is power and one is the pairing button.
Yes.
Same as the Mini Boom.
How's battery life?
Battery life is about 17 hours, it seems like. Depends on volume a lot, and whether you're using Bluetooth or line in, it seems to make a difference as well. I don't know how iOS is going to handle this. Okay, I'm on the roll. Let's play.
Right.
Oh, that's loud.
Yeah, it's louder than you want it to be, right? Mm-hmm. I find that like 3/4 loudness is the loudest I ever want to run either of these speakers. Yeah. So that's the roll. It's 99 bucks. You can buy it now. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors. I actually quite like the strap, and I finally managed to kill the battery after 15 hours on this one. The nice thing about that kind of battery life is that you're able to use it for, say, 2 weeks of short listening periods with no problem. Or if you take it camping or something like that, it'll last all weekend. Yeah. You shouldn't take speakers camping. It's kind of a jerk move. But
and you
whatever.
Also, over Bluetooth, you'll get the battery indicator on your phone.
Yeah, the phone actually has, you can see up in the top right corner, it says, hey. But you can't see that, it's too far away. But up here, there's a little thing that says, hey, your battery's low.
And it'll buzz when it gets lower.
Exactly. Now, the next one is the Mini Boom. The Boom 2. This is the follow-up to this guy. We tested this one last year. I really like this speaker a lot. It's a little bit more of a difficult sell because at $200, it's in a different price point where it's competing with stuff like the Amazon Echo, which if you have any kind of home automation stuff, any kind of music streaming services, and you're primarily listening in your house, is probably a much better purchase for you, even though it doesn't sound as good. Yeah. The Boom 2, I just turned off my phone. The Boom 2 has the same volume up, volume down buttons, power on, Bluetooth on. The couple of things that they've changed the way the connectors work. So on the Boom 1, you can see here there's this hook that you unscrew.
Oh boy.
You unscrew it. You can flip the lid off without unscrewing it, but basically these are the things that are required to keep this waterproof. You have to have these plugs in for it to be waterproof. And there's a micro USB and a line in.
So this one actually is waterproof.
These are both waterproof. This one is waterproof. It's not IPX7, I believe. This one, the new one, is IPX7, same as the Roll. So 1 meter for 30 minutes. The thing that they've changed that I really like is that previously this little screw-on thing sticks out over the bottom, so it's wobbly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's a bad design. On the new version, that doesn't happen anymore. But they did leave the hook. The hook is, I find, pretty useful. Again, it's the kind of thing that like you might be someplace you're camping or something, you hang it from one of those little hooks in your tent, you want to have some light music at night. I don't endorse this, but that's the use case I could come up with.
Put a rope on it and
Exactly. You use it as a weapon. Yep. I mean, it weighs. It's pretty heavy. Yeah.
Gonk.
You could do some damage. Again, the caps are for dust, not for water. It's IPX7 waterproof, and they do the same cloth. You can get in a bunch of different designs. I just like it this way because you can leave it vertically, and it doesn't wobble with that thing screwed onto the base. And it'll roll if you push it, but it'll also, if you just kind of set it down, it stops on the edges, which is what you want. This gets a lot louder than the Roll. I think the sound quality is a little better. Both of these speakers you can pair. There's, I think, a software update coming next year or something that will let you have massive, massive numbers of these connected at once. But I'm going to play the same music out of the Roll now, or out of the Boom 2. Let me get Dropbox back open again.
Right.
That's like,
That's loud.
What? That's the neighbors complaining loud. If you put two of these together, it's going to do bad things. Now, the interesting thing about both of these, the electronics inside changed substantially between this and this. The protocols and all the stuff, the Bluetooth stuff that they use changed. So these won't work together. If you have a UE Boom and a Boom 2, you can pair them just like you do with, just like you could with these guys, with the Booms, whatever. And you can hook more than one up to do stereo or by two, which is good. You need the Boom app to do that. The other thing that they added to this that I really like for Bluetooth speakers is there's an accelerometer. You can tap it once and it will play. You can tap it again, it'll pause. You can double tap, it'll skip to the next track. You have to have the app installed for that, and the app is pre-release, so I couldn't get it working on my phone when I tried to set it up.
Smack that speaker.
But you have to pick it up and then you whack it, and it does that. I would love to have that on. I mean, it's a nice thing because it means you don't have to take your phone out of your pocket. If you're dirty or outside or wet or whatever, you can just do the basic control stuff on the speaker. So that's it. UE Roll. Moving the old one. UE Boom 2, $99, $200. I really do think, like, this is a no-brainer at $99. You can take it with you anywhere. The battery lasts a long time. It sounds really good. At $200, I think you have to think about Amazon Echoes and some of the other stuff that's out there, unless you really need a speakerphone speaker for your day-to-day.
Awesome.
So that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.